What have we got? A place further than the universe. Looking at all this, no question. No question. I'm voting for it. Yes. Seriously. I'm just straight up voting for it. Hello everyone, this is Eugene Panat speaking. It's that time of the year again. I've been waiting for this for about a month or so, and here it is finally, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards for Anime of 2018. The nominees have just been announced not too long ago. I've been checking almost every day to see when the nominees will be out, and it's finally here. For some people, it is another time for them to celebrate the year of 2018 and just see what great shows have been presented to us. For some other people, it may be another year for them to feel pissed off because the anime that they voted for didn't end up winning or didn't even get nominated, which kind of reminds me, where the heck was Gravity Wall? I mean, sure, it's safe to say that the past two Crunchyroll Anime Awards haven't been the best ones, really, especially the first one with Yuri on Ice taking everything. But what the heck can I say? I haven't watched it. And last year too, even though it was a bit better, My Hero Academia still got way too many awards, to be perfectly honest. As much as I really like My Hero Academia, I will admit that some of the awards maybe you could have given to someone else. That would have been a really good way for promoting shows which are less popular. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards can do that because Crunchyroll is such a big thing, right, for anime and everything. Almost anyone who is interested in anime knows about Crunchyroll. But in any case, I'm not gonna go in too deep about that. I'm just gonna go straight and look at the nominees, and hopefully things turn out well, you know? I've watched so many shows from this year, and hopefully most of the nominees are shows that I've watched. Also, I noticed one thing about the categories for this year. It's kind of weird. I'll go through about them and see why they're weird, but for now, you know, just saying, they're very different from the last 2 years, which we'll just see how this works out. Let's get straight into the nominees. Alright, first category that we have is Best Protagonist. And okay, we got Aggretsuko from Aggretsuko. God damn it, man. Yeah, sorry to disappoint some of you guys, but I haven't watched Aggretsuko yet. I know a lot of people really like this show, and the one reason why I didn't watch it was because it was being categorized as a Netflix original, and it wasn't placed in the TV anime section, so I kind of missed it. And then when everyone talked about it, it was already too late. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go away from that. What the? Yumeko Jabami Kakegurui? What? Kakegurui? Hello, Crunchyroll, are you in the right year? I feel like there's a mistake. Kakegurui came out in 2017. Am I missing something? I mean, Kakegurui second season is coming out this January, or has it come out? I don't know, but it comes out this January of 2019. I don't get what the heck this is about, unless it's like because the English dub was here or something. This is really confusing, but yeah, okay, that's something. We have Joe from Megalobox. Okay, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Joe is a really good character. The one problem about Joe though, I feel, is that we don't really know too much about him. If the show did portray more about him as a character, like showing his actual backstory, more of him actually, then maybe I would be more inclined to go for him. But regardless, I like that pick. I like the fact that Joe is in here. We have Violet Evergarden from Violet Evergarden. Yep, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. Violet is a really good character. I know some people may not like Violet as a character because of her, especially in the beginning, of how rude she is. Her rude and kind of dickish behavior at the beginning, her robotic nature, is a really good way of showing character development, and it really shows in the anime, especially later on when she gains more of these human emotions and just starts to feel more empathy and understand the meaning behind ghostwriting and everything. That is one thing that I really appreciate the anime. So Violet Evergarden being here, another good choice. What do we have next? Rimuru Tempest from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. That's amazing. Yes, okay. I love Rimuru as a character. I swear. Like, Rimuru as a slime, it's, like I said in one of my other videos, it's kind of a shame to think that a slime is a much better male protagonist than most other human male protagonists sent to another world. Like, Rimuru is just a lot of fun. He is more of a man than many other male protagonists. Like, he wants to get the girls and all that, but he knows how to self-control. Like, what happened with Shizu, what happened with Shizu? Like, when you find out what actually happened, why he gained like that sort of look that he had, it was seriously heartbreaking. But at the same time, I have so much respect for Rimuru. So I haven't really caught up with the show, but I have seen what happened with Shizu and Rimuru, and it's just bloody amazing. If you haven't checked this show out, definitely go check it. And my man, Sakata Azusagawa. Rascal does not dream of Bunny-Girl Senpai. Yes! That is amazing. That he might be my top pick, but at the same time, I feel like he might appear in the best boy category. So I don't know, you know, because if he appears in best boy, I might have to pick him. Because Sakata, if you haven't seen Bunny-Girl Senpai, absolute brilliant anime, 10 out of 10. Like, seriously, Hajime Kamoshida is a freaking legend. Okay, and I'm so glad that everyone, well, not everyone, so many people got behind the anime. I haven't, personally, I haven't read the visual novels or anything, but considering how I love Sakura Sono Pet Nagarajo, I am just so glad that it turned out to be what I was hyping up to be. That is just amazing. As for who will win though, it's surprising to see that Deku is not here. I think like Crunchyroll has pretty much learned their mistakes and not showcasing everything from My Hero Academia, and especially since if Deku were to be here, he's probably going to be an easy winner. So I'm glad that he's not here actually. I mean, like, My Hero Academia already got time to shine last year, so let's just put it out for many other shows to have the spotlight, right? Next up we have Best Antagonist, and we have Ryo Asuka from Devilman Crybaby. Putting him as best antagonist kind of feels like spoilers, don't you think? Considering how his main objective at the beginning was, to rid the world of devils and all that. So yeah, I always felt that the whole like best villain, best antagonist category is kind of spoilerish because it kind of spoils who is the main bad guy at the end. Like I said, like Devilman Crybaby, I don't hate the anime, okay? This is probably one of my most controversial opinions of the year. But I do feel that Devilman Crybaby is a little bit overrated, especially because of episode 10. Episode 10 just came out of freaking nowhere in my opinion, okay? And the reasoning behind everything that happened, I might need to rewatch the anime, but I highly doubt that it's gonna change my opinions much. And with Ryo being the main antagonist, it's still really weird to accept that. Sure, he was acting crazy and everything throughout the anime and everything, but it wasn't properly structured. There's no well build up to the finale of the anime. I just don't know how I feel about that. So probably I'm not gonna vote for that. He may win, but I have to see who else wins. We have Akane Shinjo from SSS's Gridman. Pretty good choice actually, pretty good choice. I still wish that we got more backstory on Akane. I've been hearing a lot of things about how SSS's Gridman has like prequels, so to speak, from like live action films or so, something to do with Gridman. So this whole thing dealing with Akane, sure, she may have had like a traumatizing past or something, and then like she kind of just goes crazy in her own world and everything. Also, I feel that kind of a spoiler, but she's not the main antagonist of the show, okay? She is mostly an antagonist, but yeah, in the end things kind of switch around and everything. But yeah, okay, I can get behind Akane being in this category. We have All for One, obviously. All for One from My Hero Academia. Oh boy, okay then. Well, all for one, I still kinda like Stain more as a villain than I did for All for One, because I don't really know All for One that much. And also, yeah, he just shows up out of nowhere with like his motivation just to bring destruction to the world and everything. He's a very sneaky little fella trying to, you know, what's the guy's name with the hand? I can't remember. But no, trying to manipulate him to become a villain. That is, yeah, that's really sneaky of him. I will agree with him being in this list. Although now with a My Hero Academia character in here, this may be a bit skewed with the results. But hopefully they may change things up and not just let My Hero Academia characters win all the time. We have Yuri from Megalobox. That's a good one, you know. Main antagonist, well yeah, I guess so, you know, because he is the main rival at the end with Joe, okay? We have both the protagonist, the main protagonist and the main villain on main antagonist in the nominees. That's kind of awesome actually. As much of a baddie, so to speak, as a rival as he may be, he has a lot of respectable qualities. Okay, so we'll see what else we have here. We have, oh my god! Yes! Tokushiro Tsurumi from Golden Kamuy, yes! I was wondering if Tsurumi would be here, yes! I absolutely love Tsurumi as an antagonist. He is such a fun antagonist, and I have been praying all the time that Tsurumi would be a nominee for Best Antagonist, because seriously, he's the most interesting, most weird, and most, yeah, just most fascinating of all the antagonists. And yeah, Season 2 really shows him, makes him shine as a character. Season 2 really made me excited to watch Season 3 if it ever comes out. You know, I'm hoping it does come out, and hopefully more of Lieutenant Tsurumi, because oh boy, he is such a good antagonist. I kind of want to vote for him because of how interesting of a character he is. Then we have Momonga, or Ain's Old Gown, from Overlord 3. Instead of the protagonist category, we have our main character in the best antagonist category. Oh boy. Personally, I was kind of shocked as well of what he did and everything, but at the same time, I didn't think he would go that far with what he did. It was kind of traumatizing in a way, but yeah, I still have no idea what his plans are, what Momonga or Ain's Old Gown's plans are, but the amount of screen time that Ain's gets on screen kind of makes the season more enjoyable, because Ain's is such an interesting character that Season 3 just changes things up a bit. And I really hope that we get more explanation as to what Momonga is actually planning to do. But in the meantime, it's still an enjoyable show. And so hopefully Season 4 comes out. For which one I'll choose though, I think I'm leaning towards Tsurumi, just because I just wanted Lieutenant Tsurumi to be here, but I'll have to look through them carefully and vote at my own time. Alright, next up we have Best Boy, and we have frickin' Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga. Best Boy. Okay, well, I can get behind that. He can be kind of a dick at times, sure, but he has shown time and time again for being some of the main factors of motivating the girls and making sure that they move forward and everything. And plus, you know, with the Steins Gate voice actor playing him, he's just too much fun, you know, just too much fun. And I was talking about the whole like weird categories and everything, but the whole voice actor categories, you know, if Kotaro does appear in the list, I might have to pick him. Next we have Honda-san, oh shoot, from Scarface bookseller Honda-san. Oh, then this may be troublesome because I haven't watched this show. I was planning on watching it, but then when I found out that it was going to be a short, I just kind of skipped it over. Then I heard that so many people freaking liked it. God damn it, man. My decisions always don't work out right. What the heck? Oh, you have freaking Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia right here. This may be troublesome. This may be absolutely troublesome. Well then, if Deku wins again, this I might feel a bit triggered because he already won, well actually last year Shoto won, then he won Best Hero. Come on, give it a break already, give it to someone else, like my man Sakata Azusagawa. I think I'm gonna have to pick Sakata for Best Boy, yeah, this category, because what the heck, Sakata was just an amazing addition to the show. I mean, like, he's the main protagonist, and just him going about and everything, just like a mix of Araragi and Ayano Koji and a bit of Hachiman, I guess. He is just an amazing character. I just love him so much. I probably have to pick him, and there's another character which I don't know, Haida from Aggretsuko. Like I said, haven't watched Aggretsuko, so I don't know. Joe from Megalobox, Best Boy. Again, like I said, we don't really know much about Joe, and he is, you know, for the most part, I would pick him more for Best Protagonist than I would for Best Boy, I guess, because Joe on his own as a character is, to be perfectly honest, kind of boring because we don't really know much about him. He doesn't really have a personality, so to speak. These side characters seem to have more personality than he does. Sure, we get the struggles of him, but we don't know the full picture entirely. And he is kind of like just going with the flow of everything. We don't really understand Joe as a character. But he is a good character, no doubt, you know. I'm glad that Megalobox is getting the spotlight right here. So yeah, you know, at least he's nominated. But I think I'm gonna have to vote for Sakura. You know, I just love him too much, you know, and hopefully anyone besides Deku winning would be great, okay? Let's just keep the My Hero Academia thing aside for this year and give it to someone else. Next up we have Best Girl, and first up we have Anzu from Hinamatsuri. Okay, nice pick, you know. Anzu is probably my second favorite girl, you know, just saying. Hina is like a gone case for me. Just say, I know some people like Hina, in fact a lot of people like Hina, but yeah, she just comes off as too much of a spoiled brat. And my favorite, ironically, is Hitomi, that weird girl who works as a bartender and everything. She's just like, I just love her so much. Like, she was being portrayed as being so independent, like the level of independence that she had for like working as a bartender and then working all these weird jobs and everything. It's like, how the hell did you get yourself into all this trouble? But I just love that fact about her, and she's just a lot of fun to watch. And Anzu, well, okay, fine, you know, Anzu is still a great character, and like being how she developed throughout the anime from being this kind of dislikable character who is just going after Hina, who is like all powerful and thinks that she has everything, to just being downright down to earth and being very thrifty and everything. Seeing that change in her is like, wow, that is just crazy. Hinamatsuri is an amazing show, one of the funniest shows of the year. If there was a best comedy category for this year, I would have picked Hinamatsuri easily. It was one of my favorites. You know, Grand Blue and Asobi Asobase came really close, but nothing beat Hinamatsuri in my honest opinion. We have Hinata Miyake from A Place Further Than the Universe. That is brilliant, okay? I mean, I would have gone for any of the girls, really, but Hinata, I can totally understand what she goes through and everything about her. Her backstory and everything is probably one of the strongest character moments of A Place Further Than the Universe, aside from Shirase, obviously. I don't absolutely relate to her, but at the same time, I totally understand what she goes through, having trouble relying on friends and everything. I really hope that Hinata can win this, but we'll have to see the other categories. Lily Hoshikawa from Zombieland Saga. Okay, Lily, eh? Yeah, okay, I guess so, you know. Out of all the girls, I guess Lily's backstory and everything was pretty touching, actually. I mean, the way that she died was kind of ludicrous, in all honesty, because what the heck freaking happened? But her backstory and everything of how she comes to terms with everything, that was a really good episode. The episode focusing on Lily, but at the same time, now that I think about it, I feel like Saki should have won or should have been nominated, because Saki was honestly my favorite character from Zombieland Saga, and her backstory was kind of weird in a way and probably on par with Lily's backstory, but Saki is just an amazing character, and probably, you know, her being the president of the idol group Front Choo, like, she has so much gutso, she has so much like oomph and everything, being a former gang member, gang leader and everything, and still being so like traditional and, you know, true to her city of Saga and everything. I just love that about her. She is like, she should have been obvious best girl candidate for Zombieland Saga, but okay, sure, Lily is still a really good contender, so we'll go with that. Ashuripa, yeah, Ashuripa, we gotta have Ashuripa with all those freaking quality faces for Ashuripa. Like, those are honestly some of the more memorable parts of Golden Kamuy. I love Golden Kamuy as a whole, but the Ashuripa faces, cannot get enough of those. Cannot get enough. Not enough of them in season 2. What a shame. What a shame. And just seeing her character build up as we go along with season 1 and season 2, especially in season 2. Yeah, she definitely deserves a spot in this. You know, I'm so glad that I'm seeing a lot of good ones right here. Nadeshiko Kagamihara from Late Back Camp or Yuru Camp. Nadeshiko. Okay, well, it's Nadeshiko and Rin, I guess. You know, either one of them is alright. But Nadeshiko is the one who kind of just drove Rin and kind of made friends with her. So it's like, she's kind of the main factor for why Yuru Camp ended the way that it did, and it was just so beautiful, the ending. It was just so freaking touching because of the way that it was built up. Yuru Camp, honestly, one of the biggest surprises of winter of 2018 and 2018 in general. So yeah, I'm so glad that we got a character from Yuru Camp. And obviously, my Sakurajima from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bango Senpai. I think I'm gonna have to go with my girl, Mai. Like, what the heck, man? I know I'm being kind of biased right now with choosing like so many characters from Bunny Girl Senpai, but honestly, I love the anime too much. Like, and I think a lot of people will agree. I would be really happy if Mai wins this, you know, because Mai was the most unique female character of the entire year, to be perfectly honest. And I think a lot of people could agree. Even Watch Mojo gave her the #1 spot. So there's a lot of hype behind Bunny Girl Senpai. So I'm hoping that this turns out to be true. I really want Mai to win, you know, regardless. I want Mai to win. Mai is such an interesting character, and Bunny Girl Senpai as an anime as a whole was just amazing. So if you guys haven't checked out Bunny Girl Senpai, just go and check it out, please. Okay, now some of these later categories might be a bit troublesome because, okay, well, best opening sequence, I probably will still be alright with it because openings, I did pay attention to it. For one of them, we have Wotakoi with Fiction by Sumika, or Takashi Horiuchi with Sachiko Harada. Okay, I'm not too sure entirely what all this is about, but okay, whatever. But Wotaku ni koi wo musukashi, I guess. Wotakoi in short. I quite enjoyed the opening theme for that, so yeah, I like that. I like the fact that it's here. Okay, Darling in the Franxx with Kiss of Death. I'm guessing that's the, you know, there's only one pretty much. The second opening is pretty much a different version of the first opening, so it's pretty much the same thing. That's a nice song as well, but probably I would prefer Wotakoi's opening over Darling in the Franxx, but whatever. What else we have? What the heck is with Kakegurui? I don't get what the heck is Kakegurui doing here. I mean, is it because of the fact that it appeared on Netflix or something? I don't get it. This is just weird. I'm not gonna pick that because Kakegurui is not that. I mean, Deal with the Devil is a interesting song, but not one of my favorites. I would still pick Wotakoi over that. Pop Team Epic with Pop Team Epic. Okay, it's a catchy song. I do like it, but I can't really remember how it sounds like. I honestly can't remember. Pop Team Epic, I don't necessarily hate the anime, but at the same time, it's like the jokes are hit and miss for me. And the way that it does the whole like first part is like male voices, and then second part is girl voices. It's like, what the heck? You're wasting time on unnecessary shit. I mean, like, if the first episode does it as a troll, okay, fine. But they keep doing it for every single episode. It's like, sure, there are bits change here and there, but it's not worth watching through and through. I stopped watching full length of the episodes after the first episode because it just got boring after that. The song was okay. Aggretsuko, again, Aggretsuko theme. No judgment on this, so can't pick this. And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Fighting Go. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? You're freaking kidding me. I mean, I know 4 of them. I'm not gonna pick Kakegurui because, well, Kakegurui was from last year. I am not picking a show which originally came out in 2017. And then I don't know Aggretsuko or Fighting Go. What the heck, man? There are so few choices. So few of the songs which I was hoping would be here are not here. I'm surprised Odd Future from My Hero Academia did not appear here. I guess, like, you know, okay, sure, you know, they want to limit the whole My Hero Academia winning things and stuff, but I freaking love Odd Future. In fact, I wouldn't mind if Odd Future won. It's probably one of my favorite songs from My Hero Academia. And like songs from Violet Evergarden, or like Eurocamp even, Grand Blue, okay, like even Bunny Girl Senpai maybe. Like, there are just so many other songs which I was hoping would make it here, but just didn't. Maybe if I'm gonna have to pick, I'm gonna have to pick Wotakoi then. It's probably my favorite out of the lot, but I'm gonna have to listen to Pop Team Epic just in case. And then these 2 shows which I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched JoJo. Yep, sorry about that. I haven't even started JoJo Season 1, that's why, okay? I know you guys are probably really disappointed in me right now, but okay, I'll get to it eventually, okay? I heard there's a lot of episodes though. It's gonna take some time. Okay, now we have Best Ending Sequence, and this is the one which I'm gonna have a lot of trouble deciding because I did hear it like once or twice, but then not really much. I didn't pay attention to it as much as the opening. So I'm gonna have to listen to it again. We have Megalobox, which surprisingly is the ending theme that got nominated and not the opening theme. I really like the opening theme. I can't remember how the ending theme sounds like at all. For Attack on Titan is the one by Link Horizon. I kinda remember it, but at the same time, not really. A lot of these are like, yeah, I know them, but I don't know them. We have After the Rain, Refrain from Aimer. Woo, okay. This one may be a winner. I know I've heard a lot of people really liking Aimer's songs, and I really like this song as well. And it's probably one of the more memorable songs of the entire year. So I'm glad that it got picked, or it got nominated. You know, I'm gonna have to listen to it again because I don't really remember it, but I know that's good. Fully Cooley Alternative. Wow, okay. I haven't watched Fully Cooley Alternative. I've watched Progressive, which I will agree with many people was quite disappointing, to be honest. Because the first Fully Cooley, which I actually watched just before Fully Cooley Progressive came out, was quite awesome, you know. As much as that he didn't really understand everything that was going on, visually, it was outstanding for something that came out in the year 2000. What the heck, production IG and Gainax. That was just some next level shit. But like Fully Cooley Alternative, yeah, I haven't watched it, so I can't really decide. Oh, Fully Cooley Progressive. What the heck, man? Fully Cooley Progressive also got nominated. Okay. Didn't really hear the entirety of the ending theme of that though, but okay, sure thing, we can go with that. We have Revue Starlight, Fly Me to the Star. Woo, okay. I actually like the soundtrack of Revue Starlight. If there was an award for best score or best soundtrack, which I don't know if they have it, I don't think they do, they don't have it. But if there was a category for that, I would probably have to pick Revue Starlight, because Revue Starlight honestly had one of the best soundtracks of the entire year. It was just amazing to listen to, and probably one of the most well-presented anime I have seen all year. You know, it's just everything about it speaks art, you know, and it's just amazing to look at and listen to. For the ending theme, I know that I enjoyed it, but I can't really remember it much. At least for the ending themes, I know most of them, so this would be helping me out much better. Okay, I have no idea what to pick yet, even more so than the opening theme, so I'm gonna have to leave it for another time. Alright, now we have this weird category for Best Voice Actor Performance, and we have the Japanese category, and freaking Mamoru Miyano, okay, that's his name, for Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga. Yes! Freaking amazing, okay, that's freaking amazing. I love his voice acting performance in the show. He was so much fun, and he was just going crazy with his performance. He was having a lot of fun, you know, as much fun as he had as Hoen Kilma, I would presume. After the depressing mode that he had to go through with Steins Gate Zero, now he's back in action with this one. So yeah, that's interesting. Soma Saito with Honda-san, again, I don't know because I haven't watched the show, so I have to skip that one. What we have next? We have Megumi Han as Miki Makimura. Would I say that's the most standout-ish of the lot? I'm not too sure. I'm not entirely sure, you know, but okay, I guess we can go with that. Mickey's voice was okay. I was thinking that maybe one of the rappers would get picked for voice acting because, you know, they stand out more than any of the other characters, but whatever. We have Nao Toyama. Oh, okay. Rin was being voiced by Nao Toyama. Okay, that's interesting. Rin kind of like has a standard sort of voice, or like the stoic, not so expressive sort of voice from a character, but yeah, she's a lot of fun to go through. I was expecting Rin to be best girl candidate instead of Nadeshiko. Or Rin, I guess I can pick her, but at this point I still think that Mamoru stands out the most. What have we got? We got another one, god damn it. Oh my god, Aggretsuko is getting so many nominations, and I'm feeling kind of bad that I haven't watched Aggretsuko now. I feel like I should watch Aggretsuko before they announce the winner so that I can make a fair pick. Okay, fine, we have one that I don't know of. Or two, actually. Honda-san I don't know of. So I have to let that go. We have Reina Ueda for Akane Shinjo. Jeez, okay. You know, I'm kind of surprised that Rika didn't get nominated for Best Girl, considering the amount of talk that's going on. I'm actually glad that Akane or Reina Ueda got nominated for this, because Akane's voice is quite interesting, you know. It's quite like very creepy and kind of seductive in a way. You don't really understand what she's going through and all that. It's quite an amazing voice acting performance, I would say that. So I guess I can get behind this nomination. Okay, for this one, I can't even bother about this, because for all the shows that I've watched last year, I've watched them in mostly, yeah, I think almost every one of them, except for Fooly Cooly, I guess. I've watched them in English sub. We have Carrie Walgren for Haruko Haruhara for Fooly Cooly Progressive. I mean, like, sure, I guess, you know, she's probably the only one which I know of the English performance, so yeah, I would pick her, but at the same time it would be kind of cheating because I don't know any of the other voices. We have Christopher Sabat for All Might, okay, another one for frickin' Aggretsuko, Erica Mendez. Oh, okay, Erica Mendez. Was that the one who came to MadFest? I believe that's the girl that came to MadFest. We have David Walt with the narrator of Mr. Tonegawa Middle Management Blues, the Kaiji spin-off, which I haven't watched because I was planning to watch it, but then I found out that it's related to Kaiji, and then I was like, okay, maybe save it for another time because I haven't watched Kaiji yet. Sorry again if you guys are fans of that. We have Tia Ballard for 02 in Darling the Franxx. Interesting. Erica Harlacher from Violet Evergarden. Playing Violet Evergarden from Violet Evergarden. Okay, interesting picks. I won't be voting for this because it would be kind of unfair. Alright, next we have Best Director. What have we got here? I see some nice ones. We have Masaki Yuasa, okay, with Devilman Crybaby. Okay, this one may be a strong contender for winning, but like I said, as much as I think that a lot of the works from Masaki Yuasa, which even though I haven't watched a lot of them, they do look really nice and stylized. He has his unique style when making anime and everything. It kind of stands out. But for Devilman Crybaby in particular, I don't know. I don't really love Devilman Crybaby, so to speak. You know, I love the art style and everything, the crazy shit that happens, but it's just not one of my favorite shows of the year, so I don't know about picking him for this. For Atsuko Ishizuka, I might just have to pick Atsuko Ishizuka for A Place Further Than the Universe. And considering all the other stuff that she has made, like, I was surprised to find that she has made No Game No Life, and more importantly, Sakura So no Pet Nakanojo. Like, what the heck? How the heck do you top that? Because now there are like 2 shows which are in my top 10 made by the same director. I'm gonna have to pick it. I'm gonna have to pick Atsuko for this. Like, what the heck, man? This is just freaking amazing. And A Place Further Than the Universe, still one of my favorite shows of the entire year. We have Yo Moriyama for Megalobox. Okay, that's interesting. Yohei Suzuki for Planet With. Planet freaking With. Oh my god, that is amazing to see Planet With getting a nomination. I kind of want to vote for that. Because Planet With is probably one of the most underrated shows of the entire year. Planet With was an amazing show. And so yeah, Yohei Suzuki, I'm not entirely sure what else he has done, but I have to check out the list. For Yo Moriyama with Megalobox, yeah, agree with that. I freaking love Megalobox, and just another way I'm seeing a lot of good candidates for this, you know, and just the unique art style for Megalobox with like its 80s and 90s sort of look to it. Like, what the heck happened? It's one of the most unique anime in terms of art style for the entire year, that's for sure. Okay, we have Taichi Ishidate for Violet Evergarden. That's pretty amazing. I haven't seen anything else that he has done, because most of the other Kyoto Animation shows are being done from many other directors besides this one. This just feels like a newcomer. But Violet Evergarden, an amazing show. Not everyone agrees with that, sure, but I just freaking love Violet Evergarden. So yeah, glad that's the case. Banana Fish, Hiroko Utsumi. You know, I was kind of surprised that not a single character from Banana Fish made it to the best boy or even best protagonist category, considering how Yuri on Ice kind of just took out all the awards back like 2 years ago. Like, what the heck, man? Like, Banana Fish, this is the first award that Banana Fish is being introduced in. Like, I'm kind of surprised about that. Banana Fish, another great show. I wouldn't say that Hiroko Utsumi is the best director though, as much as I really love Banana Fish still. Towards the end, I feel as though it kind of fell apart a bit. Just a bit. It's still a great show nonetheless. With him being a director, best director category, I guess I can get behind that. You know, all of these directors being here, I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. It's gonna be a tough one to pick, but I think I'm gonna have to pick Atsuko Ishizuka for this one. Alright, next up we have Best Animation. We have Violet Evergarden with Kyoto Animation. I think for this one, for Best Animation, I might have to pick Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden has been probably at the top of my mind the one that I'm going to pick for Best Animation. Just saying. Because Violet Evergarden is probably one of the most beautiful shows that I've seen from Kyoto Animation. And Kyoto Animation has already made like stand-out shows in terms of animation, everything like that. But Violet Evergarden just stands out from many of the other shows. And in fact, like almost any other show which is not a movie. So yeah, Violet Evergarden is a strong competitor for this. Devilman Crybaby from Science Saru. Yeah, I guess we can go with that. You know, as much, like I said, as much as I don't love Devilman Crybaby, the animation of it was quite incredible. But I probably would still pick Violet Evergarden just because it had more detail to it, and it was just brilliant to look at, you know. It was just brilliant and its animation was amazing. Next up we have Megalobox from TMS Entertainment and 3XQ. Okay, I didn't think there was another studio involved, but Megalobox, can't disagree with that. That was the art style and animation of Megalobox is just unique for 2018, just to be blatantly obvious. It's just unique to look at, and yeah, I'm so glad that I got that. A Place Further Than the Universe by Madhouse. Now, here's the thing, right? I really like the animation for A Place Further Than the Universe too, with how it looks and everything, but I probably wouldn't pick Best Animation. I wouldn't vote for it for Best Animation. There are a lot of others that stand out actually. Even Violet Evergarden stands out more than A Place Further Than the Universe, in my honest opinion. I'm gonna have to like put aside A Place Further Than the Universe for once, strangely as that may seem. Next we have Bloom Into You from Troika. Wow, okay. That is amazing. Okay, that is freaking amazing. Bloom Into You got a nomination. Yes! I freaking love Bloom Into You. Like, sure, you know, I was just hoping it was going to be a good Yuri anime, but it turned out to be a great Yuri anime. There's so much more to it about finding out about love, realizing your own feelings and everything. And I'm surprised that you, I didn't mention about this. You, the orange hair girl, didn't get nominated for Best Girl. I would actually really like it if you got nominated for Best Girl. She was just an amazing character. Like, helping out Toko and everything. Like, it was just an adorable couple, just to be perfectly honest, you know. And, you know, same as I would say Ash and AG from Banana Fish, you know, as much as I am a straight guy, I still like that relationship too. For animation, Troika did great work, but I wouldn't pick Bloom Into You for Best Animation, I guess. Next we have, obviously, My Hero Academia. Okay, My Hero Academia got into the Best Animation category from Studio Bones. Okay, I'm glad that it got a nomination for that as well, you know. It hasn't appeared a lot. My Hero Academia, Crunchyroll has definitely learned their lesson, that's for sure. They've been holding off the nominations for My Hero Academia, but with My Hero Academia here, this may be troublesome. I would really like Violet Evergarden to win, you know. As much as I really like the animation in My Hero Academia as well, you know, Studio Bones does great work. They're still doing freaking great work, one of my favorite studios, but I have to give it to Violet Evergarden. It's probably one of the most beautiful and most well animated shows of the entire year. So I think Violet Evergarden will be my pick, and I really hope that it wins this category too. Alright, now here's one which I will have no idea about because I don't think there will be a single film in here which I have watched, maybe I would have heard of, like for example, The Night is Short, Walk On Girl, being produced by freaking Masaki Yuasa from Science Saru. Is Science Saru just a studio dedicated to Masaki Yuasa? I feel like that's the case. It's like, this is the second film by Masaki Yuasa that I've seen, and by the same freaking studio. So, what the heck. We have My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. Okay, I know a lot of hype for that. It's probably gonna win though. Mirai of the Future from, I think it was Mamoru Hosoda, you know, the one who made the Digimon movies, the Summer Wars, Wolf Children and all that. That is amazing. We have Liz and the Blue Bird. Okay, I'm at least glad that I know these movies, but I can't vote for them because I haven't watched any of them, you know. And I heard that Liz and the Blue Bird was a great film as well, so yeah, interesting to see that. We have Mazinger Z Infinity from Toei Animation. I have no idea about that. We have Fireworks from Shaft. Okay, I've heard about that. What was the Japanese name for it? I can't remember. But yeah, okay, this one got voted for or nominated for Best Film. Okay, I know of every one of these except Mazinger Z. I have no idea what this is all about, but yeah, I'm not gonna be voting for this. I'll just take in whatever that wins, I guess, because I have no say in this. I haven't watched any of these. Here's a interesting and probably one of the most unique nominations that we have, or unique categories that we have. Best Character Design. This is like a really technical and very minor category, I would say. Best character design, we have Violet Evergarden, Devilman Crybaby, we have Zombieland Saga, Megalobox, we have Aggretsuko, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, god damn it! Aggretsuko strikes again. Dang it, man. There's so many categories that Aggretsuko just gets nominated in. Oh, really, man. So for this one, 4 of them that I know of. Best character design. This is gonna be really tricky to pick. Like, how do you determine what is best character design though? This is going to be really tricky to go to. Because like, I don't know, Megalobox has the most unique one, I guess, as well as like Devilman Crybaby, I guess. I mean, yeah, Devilman Crybaby stands out with its simplicity. Violet Evergarden, I guess, stands out with its detail and all that sort of stuff. So Violet Evergarden kind of has an advantage in the sense, while Megalobox has the advantage of being like very traditional and all that. Zombieland Saga is okay, I guess, the character design. I'm quite surprised they got best character design though. I mean, is it really? It's, I guess, unique in a way with Mappa handling it and everything, but okay. All of them though, Zombieland Saga, I'm kind of leaning to the other 3 besides Zombieland Saga, just saying. Zombieland Saga has a unique style as well, but I kind of prefer the other 3. So I'm not sure, I'll have to pick this on my own time. I don't know about Aggretsuko and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which, you know, probably JoJo might win. JoJo has a very unique art style to it as well. So maybe it'll win, and I probably wouldn't be upset about that because I know about the art style or the character design in JoJo, and then Aggretsuko with its like how the characters kind of just stand out and move really really differently from any other characters in any other anime. So I'll vote for this on my own time. I really don't have a pick right now, and I'll just let you guys know what I pick later on. And lastly, of course, we have Anime of the Year. What have we got? A Place Further Than the Universe. Freaking A Place Further Than the Universe. What else have we got? Devilman Crybaby, Megalobox, Violet Evergarden, Hinamatsuri. Okay, just Hinamatsuri comes out of freaking nowhere. Zombieland Saga. Wow. Okay, that is quite interesting. Zombieland Saga. And Bunny Ghost Senpai didn't even get nominated? What? Are you kidding me? Okay, this is kind of disappointing, I must say, with freaking Zombieland Saga. I don't know. I mean, Zombieland Saga was a good show, I guess, but I would definitely put Bunny Girl Senpai on top of. My least favorite out of all of these, well, to be perfectly honest, actually, is Devilman Crybaby. Like I said, I don't hate the anime, but it's just not my favorite. But looking at all this, no question. I'm voting for it. Yes. Seriously, I'm just straight up voting for it. Okay? Because A Place Further Than the Universe is hands down one of my favorite shows from the entire freaking year of 2018. If Bunny Girl Senpai were here, I would probably have had a bit of a hard time, a tougher time picking, but even then I would still have gone for A Place Further Than the Universe. A Place Further Than the Universe was one of the most surprising shows of the entire year of 2018, and probably one of the most beautiful, most inspirational shows that I've seen from 2018. It's just amazing. And I know that like shows like Violet Evergarden, Megalobox, all these shows are great in their own right as well, but these shows would probably be more popular than A Place Further Than the Universe. So like, I wouldn't be upset if Violet Evergarden or even Hinamatsuri or Megalobox wins this, but because A Place Further Than the Universe is probably not gonna have as much traction as many of the other shows, take this as a campaign, so to speak, for me to ask you to watch A Place Further Than the Universe if you haven't already. And if you really liked it as much as I do, please just give it some support, okay? I really would be over the moon if A Place Further Than the Universe wins this. I'm surprised with the nominees for Anime of the Year though. With I mean, I was expecting Devilman Crybaby to be there, but like Bunny Ghost Senpai was not here. And in all honesty, if there's an anime which I would really want to be in the nominees for Best Anime of the Year, Planet With. Like I said, Planet With is so underrated and it really deserves to be mentioned a bit more. You know, I would pick Planet With to be a nominee rather than Devilman Crybaby or Zombieland Saga, okay? These nominees were kind of unexpected for me, especially Zombieland Saga. I was not expecting Zombieland Saga to be here. Hinamatsuri, I guess, you know, because Hinamatsuri, I've seen a lot of traction and everything for that, but yeah. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. So like I said, if you guys haven't watched A Place Further Than Universe, I urge you guys to watch it. And you know, in exchange, I'll tell you what, I'll watch Aggretsuko so that I can have a fair go. There are so many nominees for freaking Aggretsuko. Like, what the frick, you know? There's a lot of weeks left. There's a few weeks left before they announce the winners and everything. So maybe after I watch Aggretsuko, then I'll pick those categories which has Aggretsuko and I haven't watched Aggretsuko, and then I can decide for them, right? A fair go, right? And then last category, what the heck? There's a second category for sponsored categories. Okay, but extra categories, we have Best Fight Scene, presented by Capcom. This is gonna be interesting. I expect My Hero Academia to be in here. Okay, we got we got Hina versus Anzu from Hinamatsuri. Okay, that's interesting. We have All For One versus All Might from My Hero Academia, obviously. And we have Naruto and Sasuke from versus Momoshiki from Boruto. I've actually seen this fight because of how many people have been urging for me to watch this fight, and watching how episode 65 of Boruto was just amazing to look at. It was well animated and all that, but like best animated scene of the entire year, I really don't agree. I don't freaking agree. I still feel like the whole thing that happened with Attack on Titan Season 3, with how Levi was just zipping through the city, beating down people and everything, that was probably one of the best animated scenes of the entire year. We had Jiren versus Goku from Dragon Ball Super, which I have no idea because I haven't seen that. We have freaking Yami versus Black Clover. Wow, okay. We have freaking Black Clover in a nominee for Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which, to be perfectly fair, as much as I still feel that Black Clover is it's an alright anime. It's just not good in my honest opinion. Studio Pierrot just does not make it interesting to watch. Okay, and maybe the manga might be really good and everything, but it's okay. I'm surprised I managed to last until episode 50. The reason I watched until that much was because I thought it was going to end at episode 51, and then later on Studio Pierrot said, no, we're gonna continue on, like we did with Naruto and Bleach. It's like, you wasted my freaking time. But at the same time, it's not the worst anime that I've watched, that's for sure, okay? There are parts which are interesting, like the Yami versus Lich fight, which I have to agree is probably one of the best moments or best fights that I've seen from Black Clover. That is actually well animated and quite intriguing and quite, interesting to watch. So I'm actually glad that Yami vs. Lich is actually in this nomination. We have Satan versus Devilman from Devilman Crybaby. Another one which is crazy shenanigans that was going on. As much as I didn't really like episode 10, it was still an interesting and awesome fight, that's for sure. So yeah, quite an interesting mashup right here. Some of them I haven't watched yet. Well, I've watched the Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight. I haven't watched Jiren versus Goku. So yeah, we have a few of these. I don't know why Hina versus Anzu is here though. I mean, sure, it's a fight, I guess, but it's like, it lasts for a few minutes and that's all. It was interesting, quite epic for the few minutes it has, but yeah, I wouldn't pick it over like All for One versus All Might, or even Yami versus Lich for all that matter. I will have to decide which one I like most, so well, I'll let you guys know when they announce the winners, I guess. And finally, we have Best Continuing Series. Do we have freaking Ancient Magus Bride? There it is. The Ancient Magus Bride right here. What else have we got? We got Dragon Ball Super, Black Clover. Are you kidding me? March Comes In Like a Lion. We have One Piece, Boruto, Next Generation. Okay. Well, out of all of this, I'm probably not going to be able to pick any of these. March Comes In Like a Lion, I really hope it wins. You know, it won last year, and I'm pretty sure that it deserves to win again this year, because I've heard a lot of praise for March Comes In Like a Lion, and I'm very sure that I'm going to feel the same way for March Comes In Like a Lion. The story and everything about it, even though I haven't watched it, already sounds like it has the potential to make me really enjoy the anime. The Ancient Magus Bride would probably be my pick for, you know, this category, I guess. I'm surprised that Garo Vanishing Line is not here, but between the Ancient Magus Bride and Garo Vanishing Line, I would definitely pick the Ancient Magus Bride. Although Black Clover, really? Why is Black Clover here? Are we that short of nominations or everything? I mean, like, if that's the case, then okay, I understand, I guess. But Black Clover, while I agree with the Yami versus Lich fight, I don't know how I feel about it being a nominee in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, okay? I really don't know how I feel about it, and especially with it being here. I mean, like, sure, not everyone likes it. In fact, more people don't like it than like it, so it probably won't win. I feel like Boruto or One Piece would have more of a chance of winning compared to Black Clover, but yeah, what the heck, man. So I'm probably not gonna vote for this because I hardly know any of these shows. You know, the only ones that I really have watched are Ancient Magus Bride and Black Clover, so not a fair pick. But yeah, that's pretty much all the categories, I guess. Being sponsored by Devil May Cry 5. Interesting. Okay, so that's all the categories. We've gone through a long list. Interesting list. So that's all the nominations for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2018. Quite a few surprises, I would say, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who the winners are. They are so much more varied this time around. Crunchyroll has definitely learned a lesson on who to pick, the nominees and everything, what to pick and everything. So yeah, it's going to be a much more interesting award show than the last one, that's for sure, because we know for a fact that My Hero Academia won't be winning everything. So that is a good thing for this Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Already a good start, better start compared to the last two award shows. And a lot of very unexpected awards being, nominees being presented too. A lot of like more obscure titles being added to the list. I'm actually really glad about that. Crunchyroll is definitely doing a much better job with this one compared to the last two. And I guess, yeah, with Aggretsuko appearing right here, I think, you know what? I'm going to watch Aggretsuko. I'm just gonna watch Aggretsuko before I vote for anything else. But for Anime of the Year, I'm still, I've already voted. I confirm that A Place Further Than the Universe is my vote. It's hands down my vote. As much as I really like Sakura Quest from 2017, I wouldn't stress for everyone to go out of their way to nominate or vote for an anime that wasn't even nominated for that year. Because Sakura Quest, I wouldn't say that's an absolute 10 out of 10, and I can see how it has its problems sometimes. But for A Place Further Than the Universe, no, no can do for that. I just love the anime too much, and it's, in my honest opinion, a perfect anime and the best anime hands down from 2018. And highly recommend you guys to watch it if you guys haven't already. And please vote for A Place Further Than the Universe. This would be awesome if this video actually causes people to go out of their way and watch and hopefully even enjoy A Place Further Than the Universe and vote for it for this anime awards. I would be absolutely impressed and absolutely over the moon happy about this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what the awards has to present, who will be the winners, and all that sort of stuff. This is going to be an amazing award show, I can already tell. But for now, I think I'm gonna have to cut it right here. This video is probably gonna go on for a really long time. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of stuff. I just freaking dragged on for a long time. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know what in the comment section below. What will you pick for each category and even anime of the year and everything, and what you guys think is going to be, who will be the winners. I would really like to know what you guys have to say in the comment section below. This is going to be an interesting one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this long discussion video about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and do stay tuned to the next time of whatever I make. Until next time, bye!